morning. Good morning. Don't wipe your eyes. Don't change your screen. It is two beautiful bald guys, one with a beard. We still have our lady here every Monday. Lori joins us. Good
Good
morning.
morning. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Great. How are
What's
you?
up?
Shay,
What's up,
how are you?
Scotty? What's happening, Scotty?
Jay, good to see you, my man.
Nice
So
to meet you, Scotty.
that's Lori Salarillo.
Hey, Lori.
She's also a friend, a client, and one of our newest coaches.
Oh, cool.
She's actually doing leadership coaching. So I am in Nashville this morning. I'm with my friend Scott Smith, who is CEO of the True Network. Tell him who you are
Okay.
in as few words as you can, and then tell him why we're here, because this is what I got in my room. Welcome to Nashville. The next 24 hours is meant to be motivational, educational, and inspirational. Bang.
Well, it's a lofty goal, but we think we have the content today to pull it off. The kind of boring part, True Network is a collaborative of independent insurance agencies, and True exists to help make them be better. So we do things like leadership training, sales training with a partnership with this guy and his team. We do best practices, and we do peer sharing, and then we put out innovative ideas and concepts that are proprietary to them. So we're kind of like an association on steroids.
I would agree. It's an absolute wonderful collection of people. The takeaway for me, having been involved for almost 2 years now, is that your filter for attracting quality people is off the chart.
It's been great. I feel incredibly blessed, and it is. I can get in sales mode and talk about how great I think True is. It's my baby, but really, when people come to events like this and they're around the people, that's really what is significant. And I'm glad that's.
So give them the lineup today, because I don't normally get the chance to sit and learn. I always tell people, invest in yourself, go do, be around other thought leaders. Today's lineup is Hall of Fame.
It is. So we kick off this morning at 9 a.m. with James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, will be speaking. And then we follow that up with Morgan Housel, who recently wrote a book called The Psychology of Money, which is rocketed up.
You think people need to understand the psychology of money? I can't wait to hear him. I can't wait to hear him.
And then actually one of your friends, you introduced me to Mama Jan Smith, vocal coach and music producer extraordinaire, like a roster of the stars like nobody's ever seen.
It was so great seeing her last night, and she's going to give, she basically terms it that she works with vocal athletes, which, how cool is that?
Super cool.
And some of the names of the people she works with, Justin Bieber, Usher,
Rihanna,
it's pretty
Rock.
cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then we close it all out with Jesse Itzler.
Another friend of mine.
And then we have a concert tonight with, so Mama Jan has this stable of young artists she calls Mama's Babies.
Mama's Babies.
So Grace Asbury will play. Josh Kelly, the artist, is actually co-hosting the event today with me.
He is so cool.
Oh, man.
Like, you'd never know he is who he is just by kind of hanging out with him, much like you. You're,
I'm not in that.
The paparazzi is all over the place here this morning.
So he's going to play as well, though. So Grace is going to play, Josh Kelly's going to play, and then Lee Bryce, country music.
So I've mentioned some people. I'm not a country guy, but I mentioned to some people Lee Bryce, and everybody's like, "You're going to a private Lee Bryce concert?" So
really cool.
There'll be 100 of us there. So really, 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 really cool.
Yeah, the event was meant to be, it started off as a work event. Oasis, this is super boring. In our industry, the fourth quarter is like a tax season for these folks. So everybody's benefits renew January 1. And everybody in our industry has always said, I can't do anything fourth quarter. I can't travel. I can't go on vacation. I'm so busy. And I was like, I said some bad words to them. I'm like, yes, you can. What happens?
We talk about F-bombs on the show all the time.
If you're sick, you don't go to work. If you got to go get a child, you don't go to work. What more could you do than take care of your own body, spirit, and mind?
That's why I wanted you. I love it.
For 1 day and a half, you can invest in yourself. And we tried to put together the lineup where people could almost not say no.
Well, listen, I think just coming to hear James Clear, he does not do a lot of events like this. This is just not his gig. So to be in a room with 100 people listening to the guy who wrote Atomic Habits, Lori Koznitsky says hello. She's all excited. I love hearing Scott Smith in the morning. So the last thing I want to talk to you about, because I know you got to run, is your commitment to self-awareness and learning. So this is an extension. True is an extension of you,
Mm-hmm.
and so talk to us about your commitment to getting better.
It's interesting. We've talked about this a fair amount. I've said I'm a late bloomer in life, right? I think I was probably self-aware that I was selfish most of my career in life.
Wow,
And
what a takeaway.
when I started giving to people and I started becoming my true self, and I'm not being woo-woo about it. I mean, I just started being myself. I'm very silly. We're going to do skits this week, today. You've seen me do ridiculous. You've been in one of
I've been in one of those skits between two firms.
And so, menu for us too.
Yes.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. We're actually on live.
We're live.
Yeah, thanks.
That's right. That's okay. That makes us feel better. So my commitment to learning and self-awareness, being who I am has really helped me. However we measure success, there's a lot of different ways to measure it, but if you measure it through kind of work and financial success, it started for me when I really looked inward around who I am, and I committed just to being a good person and being myself. And then I committed to giving to people. And so we're obsessed. I mean, obsessed with helping these agencies be better.
I believe that. I'm
so
part of it. Yeah.
All the fun is great. And it's like the cherry on top. But really the best part is we get to pour into helping these people be better. And you can't do that. I can't fake it anymore.
Can't fake it.
I can't fake it. There's no.
And you do it yourself. And that's really what I think is the most genuine and authentic part, is that you can't pour into others if you're not willing to pour into yourself.
Yeah.
And so you're continually trying to get better. And that's what we pitch. And that's what we'll hear from James Clear, is that it's 1% every day. And so today's going to qualify for more than 1%.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No doubt. Curiosity is a superpower, man.
I love it.
It's a superpower. If
you are the best.
Curiosity.
You're the best.
You get it.
Thank you, man.
Everybody have a great day.
Love you.
Love this
See you
guy.
in a little bit.
See you, man.
See you. It is so outstanding to do what we do and be part of what we do. So Shay, wake us up. I know we're out of order here, out of sorts. Wake us up, and then we got great content today.
Oh, good. Scott's always worth it.
Hey. All right. Just you.
I just have to mention one thing. So, because something he said really struck me last night. I had the whole family here for dinner, Sunday dinner. And so, of course, there were some people who have retired from leadership positions around the table. And we were talking about how, their perception was how, young people don't want to work and they're entitled and you can't lead them and blah, blah, blah. And I said, no, the trick is that we have to be self-aware. We have to transition from the leaders that we were back then, right, to the leaders that we are today in order to relate and gain respect from this next generation of people coming up the ladder. And they were all like, their jaws dropped. And I said, if I stayed the same as I was 20 years ago, it wouldn't have worked. It would not work today. And so you do need to be authentic, vulnerable, all those things kind of Scott was touching on. So I just wanted to mention that because I think often people who have been leading for a long time think they don't have to change. And that is wrong.
That is really well said. I mean, and your transformation, Mama J, who he was talking about. Mama is the voice coach for Justin Bieber, Usher, Band Perry, The Rock, like you said. I mean, she is a Hollywood icon in terms of vocal, and she said she wants to take me on as a client to save my voice. The reason why my voice is the way it is I got the opportunity being in Nashville yesterday, random, overheard some people talking that Elton John was here, and I was like, Elton John. I would love to see Elton John, and Shay showed me we got to see Elton John, man. It was fantastic. Just a great opportunity. So, Lori, there's 89 days left in the quarter. How are you instructing your team to finish strong in quarter four?
Well, for us, this is a really important quarter, right? Because whatever is going to come into the coffers next year, any donations need to be in people's budgets this year, right?
So glad you said that.
So for us, July, August through November, December is key. If we are not meeting with these people and in their budgets, so we're actually doing a couple of things. One, we've got gift boxes that we've been sending and bringing and meeting with people. My schedule is crazy for the next few months. We're doing accountability meetings with each of the team members, right? Going through their pipeline, pushing them through. We've seen some new donors that we've been working on for the last couple of years, right? Coming in, may not be at the level that we think or that we want them to be or that they can be, but you know what? We're breaking in with the new people and then growing the ones we have, the donors that we have. So this is our focus. This is our main focus from a development perspective. And then, of course, from the program side, making sure that we are prepared to deliver the services, right?
I love that you said that. And the point I want to make is, and we're doing a lot of this kind of work with clients, is what happens in fourth quarter dictates first quarter. If you build momentum, because most people go end the race like this, if you build momentum, it takes that momentum right into first quarter, and it's very, very, very significant in terms of your yearly planning, taking advantage of these quarters. So I'm going to switch gears here for a second. It is October. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Shay, do me a favor and show me the video from Rise. Maybe.
For many people, a breast cancer diagnosis can feel like a battle they're facing alone. But we are in this together because there are mothers, our sisters, our daughters, our friends. NBCF rallies and screening, supporting, and serving communities across the country. Because every woman matters. Every story is powerful. Every voice makes a difference.
Just beat breast cancer.
And every dollar helps. Together, we rise. Are you in?
So as we do annually, we support a friend, a tremendous leader, Andrew Koenig, whose mom unfortunately passed from breast cancer. But breast cancer touches so many people. When I talk about our involvement, everybody has a story. And so whether it's your mother, your sister, your relative, a friend of a friend, we just believe. And here's Kim, which, obviously Kim Swears, leads the charge. And it's a shining example of, not letting this thing kick you in the ass, which it does to a lot of people. So we've got a couple of cool ways that we're getting involved this year. But first, let's hear from Andrew Koenig. And, one of these, one day this month, we'll have Kim on to talk about her relationship with Doreen. But Shay, show me Andrew.
So how did the Pink Pumpkins get started? The story begins with my mom, Doreen, who really everyone thought of as her city mom. One of her biggest causes was ending breast cancer, long before she was ever diagnosed. As she reached the end of her battle, she had this big idea to give out thousands of pink pumpkin buckets for Halloween. Her wish was to fill the community with the color of hope. That's when Pink Pumpkins took on their meaning for city furniture, as a tribute, a mission, and a movement to end breast cancer. This year, our goal is to raise $750,000 for the American Cancer Society, and we're making it really easy to join us. For starters, you can stop by any showroom for a complimentary pink pumpkin bucket. While you're there, visit the Mattress Gallery and take a mattress comfort test rest. In return, we'll donate $25 to the American Cancer Society, plus give you a $25 gift card. You can also help us turn the city pink by sharing your pink home decor, pink outfit, or even pink dessert on social media using hashtag #PinkPumpkins. And join Team City Cares at the Broward Making Strides Against Breast Cancer Walk in Fort Lauderdale or Orlando. We're doing everything we can to raise funds and awareness in honor of my mom, all of our lost loved ones, all the survivors, and all the families we hope to spare from breast cancer. Visit cityfurniture.com/pinkpumpkins.
So first of all, what a tremendous guy he is. I don't want this show to be a pitch show. It's not supposed to be, about pitching. It's supposed to be about motivation, inspiration, perspiration, ways to get better, the people that you surround yourself with. But generosity is a lifestyle. For me, when I started in business, I said, if I'm going to be a corporate guy, I'm going to have a business in this town. I'm going to give back to all of the things that matter here. And there's a zillion causes. We got the people on the West Coast who got obliterated. Lori, your place had no power, or maybe still
Yeah,
has.
we just got it back this morning, I heard. But, I think, I being somebody in the nonprofit world, but having also been in the profit world, I don't think you have to pitch when you tell the story. And Andrew just told the story really, really well. And so did We Rise. And so I think that for those of us watching things like that, if we're moved by that, you don't have to pitch. Right.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We're going to do it because we believe, right, in supporting that mission, or it's touched us personally, right? I saw Scott put in that his mom, I think, and sister are survivors. My grandmother died of breast cancer. We've all been touched in some way. There's no pitching here.
I love it. So we're going to do something about it, as we're not only creating awareness. We have our event on the 27th, which will be an amazing event with content and thought leaders. And I think there's some tickets left. I'm so proud of the people who've stepped forward to just be part of a unique evening. But all month long, we have decided, myself, Mark, and Lori have each decided to put 2 30-minute coaching sessions out there. And every time you donate $100, and the $100 goes right to the American Cancer Society. When you donate, you get 2 raffle tickets to put towards either or any of the coaches. So those are, obviously people know what I get paid. So I'm willing to do it because I think it's a great way to give back. It's a great way to invest in yourself and at the same time invest in the charity. So the event on the 27th, 100% of the proceeds go to the charity. All of these coaches. So Shay will create a link, or if you just reach out to Shay and say, hey, I want in, here's my $100. Look at the boat boss, baby.
Yeah, so just a little more clarity. So like Steve said, $100 will get you 2 raffle tickets. And we're going to, for those in the huddle that know, when we did the heart last year, we did the wheel live on the huddle and picked the winners from that. So it is completely random. And then from there, once you donate, I'll reach out. I'll get your designation, who you want to be to join in. If you want the sessions from Lori, if you want the sessions from Mark or from Steve, and then we'll raffle.
Kim's going to have to split them, or she's going to have a problem on her hands.
She might have a problem. So
Kim, you cannot choose between us.
But you know what? They are real coaching calls. They are not bogus virtual cups of coffee. There will be the same format. You'll have a questionnaire to fill out. What does success look like to you? And each of us will give you the best that we have.
Correct. And if anybody has questions, Carissa Jones, who's a huddler and donated and won sessions with Steve. Same thing with Jeremy Torres in previous years. So they know it's a legit sessions. No flu here. But scan the QR code, join the fight, and we'll get it going.
Yeah, awesome. So that's just great stuff. I found a song that sort of ties this all together. It's motivational, it's inspirational, and I think you'll love it. Shay, give me Generosity.
Living in a world so cold, with so many lost all hope. They don't know where to go. We need a miracle to recognize the power of giving from the heart. It'll go so far. Looking around me, all I see is creation, longing for love, hoping assurance and a friend, someone to trust. Humanity, it's an emergency. Look all around you, can you see what I see? We need more generosity. We need more generosity. More love for you and her and me. We need more generosity. Yeah. Give what you have to someone. Happiness, love, and trust are possibilities. And the reality we're desperately in need of. Anybody else in need of a change of heart and mind? We gotta heal the world in harmony with all of mankind. All I see is a sense of this community, broken, afflicted memories. We need love, we need it. Humanity, it's an emergency. Look all around you, can you see what I see? We need more generosity. We need more generosity. More love for you and her and me. We need more humanity. We need more.
Boom. What'd you think, Lori?
Cool,
Isn't that a great
really
song?
cool song.
So
I think, especially at this time of year, I think just between now and the holidays and the hurricane, I just can't think of a better word right now that we all need to embrace. So, great song.
So I love that you're here with me today, and I hope you come back every Monday. I think you do offer that that perspective. The feedback I'm getting from everybody is keep Lori around. So Mark and Jake are at a speaking engagement. Good luck to them. But generosity, and you heard Scott talk about his authentic self came to being when he decided to give more of himself. So many of you this morning had a story of somebody, your mother, your sister, a relative, a friend, who dealt with and either beat it or unfortunately didn't beat it. Lainey Jones will be on this month. She beat it 5 times. Man. You know, she thinks I'm an inspirational person. I said, "What are you, out of your mind?" You know, when I'm at the red light, I'm starting to yell. I think about, oh my God, look at what Lainey's been through. You know, so people are fighting the battles. People are doing this stuff. Even if you can't support it, share it with your tribe. The best part about this whole world that we live in, this virtual social media thing, click, take this code, share it with your tribe, let them support it. Maybe somebody wants to come to the event, maybe somebody wants to be coached, or maybe somebody wants to be on the show and tell their story. But you know, this is all about giving of yourself. And I can tell you, there's no reward like just giving. You don't even have to know where it goes. Any final words there? I know we're over, but what a great
So,
night.
you know, I think I just want to mention one other thing. If you're an employer or you're leading people and somebody on your team is going through this, right? The best thing we can do is find a way to support them. I know it's all about business and the bottom line, but it's also about our people. And so I think, you know, I've been through that where I've had people who worked for us who have gone through things. We got to be there to support them too. While I know we're worried about the bottom line, we got to be there for our people. So it's in our workplace, just like it's in our families.
Well said. Hey, quick question for you, Lori. Are you available tomorrow? Because there's a piece of content I want to go over with you. There was a CEO on the West Coast that had some interesting ways to lead through the hurricane that I want to unpack with you. Plus, we want to talk about LinkedIn and doing personal posts. So I think you'll be a really nice addition. You want to come back tomorrow?
I am in.
Awesome. So Mark will be back tomorrow. We'll see you all then. But now take that song, play it over and over, and make a difference in the world. You guys stay on the ball and get down to business.
Please don't worry about me. I'm about to let my heart speak. My friends keep telling me to leave this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get